Well, good afternoon and welcome once again to Ed's Orchids. Now, I thought today that I'd have a look at the Masdevallias. Now, we've had such a hot June and July, then it's taken the stuffing out of all these plants. I mean, they didn't do well at all. There is a bit of new growth on them, but they're not doing as good as they should be. We'll just have a look at them and I'll show you what I mean. This is a young Masdevallia vecchiana, and it's in coconut husks, and although it's not doing a lot, it's just putting up one new growth now since the weather's started getting much cooler. So they're going to be a few months, 12 months, before they start looking like decent plants again. This is one I got from Mixed Masdevallias, and this is doing better than the others for some reason, and there's plenty and plenty of new growth coming up. Don't know whether you can pick them up with the film or not, but that's doing okay, and I've never repotted these. I've just left them as they are since I got them off make, but they're not doing so bad. I've got another one somewhere. I think it's a Mabelly. See if I can find it. Yeah, here it is, and not much growth at the bottom. There's a new growth there, but I mean, sometimes you've got a job to tell which is the new growth and which isn't, but not doing a lot, but still very nice plants, and this is another that's never been unpotted since I've had it. These are a couple of ignias that aren't doing so good, but I presume they'll come on once winter sets in and the real cold weather. But very, very slow. You can see where a lot of blooms have died, not blooms, a lot of leaves have died off there, and there's one just growing up there, so that has signs. And this one, no, this one's not doing a thing, but it should do in a bit. We'll not get too downhearted about them. This is the largest one I've got, and it's the Masdevallia Auburn Hero, and this isn't doing a lot at all, but I'm pleased to say it's putting a new growth up there. So there are signs. It's always nice to see new growth. Here's another vecchiana that's looking a bit sorry for itself. Very little growth on this, and a lot of the leaves are going a funny colour and turning over. But I'm not going to repot any of them. I'm not going to repot. Now this one's always been a struggle. This is the, let's have a look, Striatella. I think these are supposed to grow much warmer, but that's not looking nice at all. You can see the colour of the leaves and everything, and I don't think there's anything new coming up on it. But like everything else, I'll persevere and see if we can get them back into life. This one is a Granules, and this one is, oopsie daisy, straight out of its pot, almost rootless. You can see that. One or two decent roots there, so I'll have to have a good look at that and repot it up. I think I have a bit of sphagnum moss left, so I'll try it in a bit of that, see what happens. Ah dear, these things do happen, don't they? This is one that's not flowering but not doing too bad, which is a Pyxis, Masdevallia Pyxis. And if you remember, I didn't split, I bought a plant, I think it was September last year, a Prince de Gau Vietchiana, and I put all the three together. That's one of them there. There's another one somewhere they haven't brought out, and I've just noticed this. How have I missed this? How have I ever missed that? And that's from such a very, very small plant. Mind you, I don't know whether it'll open properly or not, but just fingers crossed. Yeah, I think there's something wrong with my cultivation really, not with the weather now anyhow, although we did have a bad time of it in June and July. But I'm not blaming the weather and I'm not blaming the plants. I think quite 50% of it is probably my fault. Well, this Granules was so rotten in the middle here, absolutely saturated, because of all the dead roots were all clustered together. But there are some good roots there. But while I was doing that and digging in to try and get out all the dead stuff, everything split into pieces. So now instead of having one plant that's not doing so well, I've got four. But this is an interesting project, so I'm quite pleased about this really, because I love these type of projects, and it would be nice to come back in about Christmas, just to see what these four are doing. Anyhow, I'm going to get them all potted up, and Mick uses nothing but bark, so I'm going to put these in nothing but bark, not even putting any perlite in. So let's get these done. I've got some new bark here straight out of the bag, so the thing to do is take all the pieces of wood out that's in. This is Melcourt bark, and it's supposed to be medium. I mean, it looks a bit, quite a bit smaller than I would like, but it's new, so it should be okay. Also, it's a little bit of pieces of stuff in there. I'm just trying to take out. That'll do. Another piece of wood there, and another piece there. Well, I've got the 3 points, the 3 plants, and the new bark. So what we'll do now, we'll just clip a bit of polystyrene in here, just for drainage. Put some in every one. Oops, cool. That's about right. So we'll get the smallest of the plant first. Put a bit of this in. Try and get that to the correct depth. We'll have to press this down fairly well. That's one. Just hold this better. That's it. And just being careful not to completely bury where the leaves join the roots. And that's the third one. Now the last one is a little bigger, so we'll do the same. And we'll give it a slightly bigger pot. We've got very shallow roots on these, so I'm just hoping that they'll start bedding down up the new bark. I might have put all the Masdevallias before in bark that they didn't like, or some kind of media that they didn't like. But we'll soon find out if that's the case or not. Right, that's them all done now. So instead of having one plant that was doing absolutely nothing and going worse, I've got 4 plants now, so at least one of them will survive. Anyhow, we'll have a look at these at Christmas. I'll make a note of that, and we'll keep this all 4 together. We'll water them exactly and feed them exactly the same, and we'll see how they get on at the end of the year. Okay, so thanks for watching. Sorry if it was a bit dreary in places, but you know, we all get a bit like that these days, don't we? So thanks very much for watching. Thank you to all my subscribers, and until next time, I'll see you all later. Bye.